Hello and welcome to episode 29 of SKEncore. We're back after a 1-week break, so we've got lots of news and other stuff to talk about. I'm Chris, and joining me today are Nick.
Hey.
Will.
Josh.
And Jeff.
Yo.
To start off with the news, on the 14th we got some video and promotion material for the collaboration between SKE and Ramen Walker. So they have like a special 10th anniversary event and released a special cup ramen sort, I think. And yeah, they released a video of the making of the pictures. And there were some really cute pictures in it. Like my personal highlight, of course, was Honono, because she was just super adorable. And it's on YouTube, so everyone can go.
It was on Dasu?
Dasu was there too, yeah. They have it's Churi, Dasu, Kaotan, Honono, Sakipon, and I think Yumana.
Yeah, Yumana.
Yeah. And yeah, like Honono was the cutest. Easy.
Old hags alert.
Except for
by the way, they said that they picked these members because they are like they like vetted them out to like these people eat ramen at least one time a week and they do things for the ramen community and blah blah blah.
Yeah, Honono was like doing some stuff before already with the Tokai Walker and Tokai Ramen. So it's not new that she's in there. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a competition on the game Aikabu. So the stocks, the member stocks by in-game. So it's to get like some in-game stuff like icons or things like that at the effigy of one of the members. So there's girls from all the groups participating, and basically Mio is crushing the competition. Like on the first ranking announcement, she was at 50 billion points. So I have no idea what these points correspond to, but the next member was at like 15 billion. And on the second announcement, she's at like 230 billion. With the second one at something like 80 something. So she's I'm not sure exactly until when it's gonna last, but she's pretty. Okay, it's until 4th of November, so one more week to go. And that far she looks like she's pretty guaranteed to win.
Yeah, you skipped one news actually.
Did I?
Yeah, No Way Man coupling song.
Okay.
It's not like it's important.
Yeah. The coupling songs for the new AKB singles. By the way, they released the MV as well. I don't know if you saw, if anyone saw Maya in the MV. I didn't personally.
I only watched 10 seconds.
I did, but it was maybe like a nanosecond. You really have to pause at the right frame.
Yeah, and she's like a last row and on the right. So exactly. Good luck, singer.
Yeah.
So they have for the coupling songs. So they have adult Senbatsu with Obamina, Suda Sarina, Nao. So this is more or less expected, and Ryoha.
Yeah.
Adult Ryoha. Since when?
Yeah, she turned 20 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, so I guess.
Just kidding. Yeah.
But no, yeah, it sounds weird to have Ryoha in an adult Senbatsu.
Yeah.
Then there's under 19 Senbatsu. So when they say under 19, it means up to 19 included, with Ayamelo, and under 16 with Yunana and Ochan.
Yeah.
And Moika, and and there's a team nice fight with Yucatan. So basically, it's the girls who got eliminated on the first round of Produce 48, I think.
Yeah. Nice fight.
Nice fight. Yeah.
That's a great title.
Yeah.
Team nice fight. Yeah.
Man, you should have called it like "Don't Mind" or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
It's nice that Iron Meadow is there.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Ochan and Yulan are expected, kind of, but Iron Meadow is interesting. Yeah. Okay, then next we got 2 CMs for Laguna. One with Minadun, Dasu, and Judy, and one with Julina now and Salina. Yeah, they're CMs for Laguna. Not much more to say about it. You can watch them on YouTube if you want. And on a much nicer news, Caro released also got a special menu on the SKE shop, SKE Cafe. So you get some salad, some orange juice, a nice picture from her, and 2 croissants.
Covering the picture.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and the menu poster is super good. Like they position
it's really
the crescent just to cover her. It's it's so good.
So it looks like they are actually there's something on the croissants too. So it's not just it's cheese and some stuff on it. So yeah, it looks like it's delicious stuff, and it's not that expensive.
Well,
But,
you get a Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought when I saw the picture of the menu that like they just put the photo like just for the menu, like to show so that you know why she's linked to croissant. But no, actually we've seen pictures of guys who went to the coffee.
Yeah.
To the cafe and ordered, and they get a picture, and there's different ones.
So
there's 3 kinds.
So
I actually went to the cafe last week.
How many did you get?
Well, no, I mean, look, I have to go with priority. There was Naki's menu, so I had to eat that first.
Yeah, of course.
So next time, next time would be Kuma's menu. So next time.
Man. So the graduation stage for Yukina has been announced. So it's on November 10th, and the funny thing for me, it's going to be a Section Girls Con, so it's not going to be a K2 stage. So there's a funny side, and actually I'm very happy that it's going to be a Section Girls, because has no link with K2 members at all. So it's very good that she's going to be Section Girls. So it's mainly going to be FGen. So it's a shuffle. Pretty much because it's a shuffle, pretty much they can have the selection of members they want to. So going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see probably Will's added something to that news.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But she will. They will have her and her sister will have an interview and hopefully a photo shoot as well in X-Taishu.
Oh, she has a sister. That's
surprising. Never heard of who's that?
Yeah, a younger sister. Yeah. And
in the group,
for a younger sister, but for actually when you see both of them together on showroom, Moeka looks like the older sister compared to Yukina, but they will have their first and last interview / photo shoot together in X-Taishu next month.
It would be nice if they get a song together. Like I think Mio had a song with her sister when she graduated, right?
Yeah, and but Moeka doesn't know yet if she's or probably she's not allowed to tell if she will be able to be there on the last stage.
Yeah.
But she's asking her fans to. So on AKB48 show, there's a message box on the website where you can ask for the performances you want to see.
Yeah.
And she's asking everybody to ask for Oshibe Tomeshibe with the two sisters.
Please, pretty please.
Please,
Yes.
please.
That's a good choice.
You know, usually when the members do that, they end up getting it. So.
Yeah, no, not always.
No, not
Depends
well,
on how popular you are.
I didn't say always. I said usually. Well,
Yeah.
And by usually, I mean every time I've seen them say it. So, but yeah.
I know, like, there was, I think, someone trying for Aina, which of course was not
Okay,
gonna
well, there's a little, you know, there's a little difference.
One can also
Well, you need to have more than 3 people asking.
Yeah, okay. Then let's
All right.
go to Makiko.
Yeah, Makiko news on the 19th. We had her go on a, be one of those cop for a day kind of jobs that idols often have. So she was a cop for a day in Osaka. And that's kind of all I have to say here. That's all there is. So we have lots of pictures of her in like a cop outfit. She gave a speech in this auditorium to parents and kids. She saluted people. I guess she's looking for a career when she graduates as some kind of far-right extremist celebrity because she... that's... Okay, that was a bit of a joke.
Well,
but
it's going to be tough for a half, but...
Yeah, I know. No, but actually a couple weeks ago, I think, she was at a... I think it was just her. She was at a talk show with these conservative people, conservative party people. Some talk show event. Anyway, oh, by the way, on the topic of Makiko, she's gonna be at this event where they judge mascot characters for the cities. You know how like Kumamon for Kumamoto, for example, and all those other cities have mascots. So she will be at, I think it's November 28th or something. So she'll be there in the events in Osaka. I guess that's why she got picked. Where like they try and rank the number one mascot in Japan. You know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now to your topic where you can start talking a lot.
Oh well, I don't really want to talk a lot about this because I have some pretty bad memories about this. But yeah, last weekend we had a
brief summary.
Yeah. Well, there was an iFest little festival for Aichi in around Nagoya in a park, and it was a 7D2 event. So the 7D2 members, I think all of them except for Renahue showed up, right?
Yep.
Renahue, the typical, she's in bad condition excuse. Yeah. So they performed some songs. It was actually pretty nice performance-wise. They had very, very cute clothes. It was kind of cool. Since it was Honono's kind of birthday.
2 days before.
2 days before, yeah, they a lot of people waited like around some area where Honono could kind of wave to them.
I saw the video.
Noticed that after, yeah.
Also, it's the second time they're performing there. Like I think
it is. Yeah,
was the first time they performed as Generation together.
Right. So yeah, they were like, "Oh, we want to perform there next year." By the way, speaking as a concert, usually for these kind of 1 hour lives, sometimes I don't really like them because they have like too much dead time. Like there's like they spend too much time on MCs or too much time on blah blah blah, like not enough time on the songs. But this time I thought everything was really well done. Like there was really no dead time. So
yep.
that was well done.
Events with dead time, like when the girls come to Hong Kong, which they don't do anymore except at the C3 Anime Expo. But when they used to do, they had about 50 minutes on stage, and they were doing 3 songs and the rest all MC. It was a pain. And especially like one time from the 3 girls there was Juina, so she had a solo. So it's like you have 2 songs to see the other girl.
No.
A solo of Julia and then 40 minutes of MC for
I would
35
have
minutes.
killed myself. By the way, yeah, there were 3 songs this time. For 1 hour there were 13 songs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So that there was a lot.
Yeah.
But no units, right?
Yeah, no units.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyway.
Disappointed.
Well, units then again result in having to do MCs so they can change clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the morale of the story is to bring a knife with you when you go to live.
Yeah. No, next week we can talk about how Nick gets arrested on the next event.
I didn't go today for that reason. I was just like, I need a week. I need a week off.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, Jeff, Donchan.
Yeah, as we talked last time, so Donchan, she participated in the second round of the W1 competition. So yeah, she passed she participated last week, and I don't know when the results are going to be, because I know some AKB girls participating this weekend. So the round 2 is, I guess the round has to, because it's in multiple cities. So I guess when the round is finished, we are going to have the results. So yeah, waiting for the results.
Yeah. Okay, then Nick, give us some Churi news.
You skipped one.
Oh yeah,
That's yours, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, go ahead.
We're going to get some more revival coin on DMM. So it's basically upcoming coin. So the Genkyusei stage with the 6th gen, the rest of the 6th gen and Kaotan at the time. So it's Shunichi, Tensholaku, 2 normal perf, and Kaotan side and side. Yep. Well, I remember like watching 1 or 2 upcoming Koen, but yeah, it's a vague memory. I don't remember anything, so I probably watch some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll watch Barbecue Satan Say for sure.
For sure.
Same.
Okay. Then now off to Churi's news, Nick.
Yeah, so there's something called Aichi Destination Campaign, which looks to be something government run. I'm not sure, but they basically it's this kind of contest where people are invited to send their pictures of Aichi Prefecture. So there's 2 contests doing. So one of them is you send like a picture on Twitter, Instagram of Aichi's, like, people or scenery, like that kind of stuff. And they basically want to find all the nicest shots of Aichi, and you get a little prize for it. And Churi is one of the 3 judges. So there are 3 judges. The 2 other guys are like camera people, it looks like, and then there's just Churi from SK48 as the 3rd judge. Yeah. So and then there's another competition which you're also judging, which is like people have to make a poster on Photoshop or something about Aichi. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. That's all.
Okay. And yeah. Also, you didn't go to another basketball event of her.
Why do you say I didn't? How do you know?
I don't know. It's written in the document. But I assume you didn't go because you're not watching.
I didn't write that. Well, you're right that I didn't go. You're wrong about the other part. But I didn't end up going. I didn't know. That was the thing. I would have gone. Yeah, I actually would have gone, but I didn't know. I was looking for someone to do
when
that
you don't follow a member. But,
exactly. I don't have her mail. I don't have her little Twitter announcements anymore. Look, it's hard. Life is hard. So, yeah. Anyway, so there's yet another basketball event in Caria. The basketball arena for the Mikawa the Seahorses. And yeah, it was I don't know. They won again, as they always do. The basketball team, they always seem to win when Churi's there, except for the first time she went. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. but she was brought on, and yeah, she looked good.
Okay. On the 25th, we got finally the MV for Sentimental Train with Julia in it, but nobody of us could be bothered to watch it. So
the thing is, it didn't get published on YouTube. You had to actually, I think, use one of I don't know, a code like with your CDs or something on email.
Yeah, you got a code CD.
You got a code.
Of course, that's the reason why we didn't watch it, right?
Of course.
The only reason.
Well, I actually don't have a code.
No, me neither.
So.
And I think it's Chewy. I think maybe. So it's not just during screen time. They added some screen time for Dasu too. So yeah, they redid some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the next day, it was announced that the documentary for SKE will be screened in Miyagi, Osaka, and Kyoto as well, starting from 2nd of November. So people who live there can also watch it. I hope they finally release or tell something about the TV screening or DVD releases so I can watch it. I don't know, Nick, have you already gone to watch it?
No, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it hasn't convinced me to go watch it. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
So yeah, it's. I heard that you remember the old AKB documentaries where it's like a lot of drama, like members are falling and dying on the screen, and people are crying.
The good stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, apparently it's all that. Apparently that's the entire documentary. So you have a lot of Jurina falling all over the place and dying, and yeah.
But you know that Maya will most likely be there for the first screening in Miyagi, right?
Well, look, I'm not going there. She was actually.
Yeah, of course not.
No.
But I've seen some interesting things on AKB Matome, I think. So actually, they discussed the Nagoya Dome in the documentary.
Okay.
And pretty much, Yuasa said Nagoya Dome is not possible, Moody, right now. And actually, they talked about the SSA concert, and it's super funny because in the commentary, pretty much everyone was bashing the SSA for pretty much all the production about it, like the camera and
right.
Pretty much everything we told. So we are not the only ones. Pretty much everyone hated that thing. So yeah. But nice. I'm dying to see from what I've heard, there's something very interesting at the very beginning, and the end is supposed to be a kind of ending on the sad note. So
yeah.
Curious.
Speaking about it, I've read some member reactions about it. The only one I can remember though is Maya. She said she didn't care if fans watched it or not, but she said members absolutely had to watch it and think about it and blah blah blah. She's like, it's something that makes the members think if they really want to stay and be an idol or not. And
okay.
you need to watch it to know if you really want to continue on or if you're not, like that kind of thing. That kind of passion.
It's supposed to be quite sad. So I've seen some things from the producer from the TBS who talked about it, and some members, and not the first documentary. It was just for fans, pretty much. I mean, I don't think it was very interesting for non-SKE fans to watch it, but this one is supposed to be for pretty much anyone could watch it.
Yeah, the TBS people have been going really on about that on Twitter, saying how they keep tweeting stuff about non-fans and their reactions, and it seems like they really want to market it towards non-fans as well.
Yeah, I mean they even showed it on this international conventions thing where publisher could watch it.
Yeah.
So maybe we got an international release.
Well, there's an English subtitles for sure, because he said
there are.
He watched it with subtitles.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Just release the subtitles. Just give us the file. We'll take care of the rest. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't want to make it sound like it's that bad. I've heard, like some fans, the Japanese fans seem to like it a lot, but some of the foreign fans I heard didn't like it as much. But anyway, that's a personal thing, I guess. Anyway, but like, it doesn't seem to be that horrible.
Okay. Okay, next is on the Tokai TV festival, which is, I guess, currently going on. There is a booth where you can buy the SK Musubi no Ichiban's special musubi. So it's onigiri with a special filling. I guess it's some of the members created in episodes before. So, it's nice they sell it to the general public.
Do they have the Mio special musubi? Or?
I forgot which one she made, so...
the Gintama one?
No, I don't think so. Looks like normal ones. And, okay. Today, Machi went to another FC GIF event, and since Halloween is close, it was the FC GIF Halloween event, and she was wearing a special Halloween costume and doing like all the usual ambassador work, walking around, taking pictures, showing all the attractions around the game, and then in the stadium, first participating in a talk show, and then doing the halftime show and so on, like the usual stuff. But as usual, it was a really cute Halloween costume. So, nice. There are also lots of pictures on Twitter to see it.
Next, as we talked previously, so Yuki-chan was at the wrestling event with DDT, and she kind of replaced Kautan. So it was the actual appearance like today. So it was a battle royale for the belt. So actually, I've seen quite a lot of videos of that on Twitter, so that's good. And pretty much, I mean, compared to the wrestling like from the AKB show, like it's pretty much not comedy, but like not some serious wrestling as we've seen previously. So of course, Yuki-chan lost her belt, of course. Even though like pretty much like the story was like Yuki-chan is pretty much like not really a wrestler but an idol, and she was helped by that wrestler who was like Idol Hota. So at the end he tried to help her and pretty much gang up on one girl, but Yuki-chan kind of like betrayed the guy and pretty much said you're a DD, so fuck off, and they both attacked him. And she lost the belt. So it's funny because at the end, like the girl who beat her tried to make peace with her, and Yuki-chan tried to roll up her to win, and then she escaped. So that's pretty funny. But maybe we're going to. Actually, I didn't know that DDT was on Abema TV. So pretty much, I didn't know like it was that known. I thought like DDT was much like a smaller company, but I think we've seen like some SK members, so maybe it's going to continue. We'll see.
Okay. On that, we go to the graduated members news, and of course, could be Masana.
Yeah. So you can order the. At least we saw the design of the T-shirt for the 28th birthday of Masana. That so you can order on our official website oyamasana -official.com, which I didn't know about, but I'm glad to discover now.
I wish it was just oyamasana.com.
Yeah, I wonder why they had to add official. Like, did someone register it already before?
Yeah.
But well. And then, so there's on the Pachinko Kyoraku AKB website, there's a countdown. So apparently, it seems they're gonna release a third album, I guess. And as for the second album, there were many graduated members because the contracts are apparently made
For life.
specified, but not for life actually, but they specify the members for a certain amount of time. So in the second album, you had like, I don't know, Mariko, Yuko, etc. who had
I remember
Rachan
one
who
time.
had to come back.
Yeah, I remember like one of the album and pretty much the girls were like graduated for a year or so. So
But yeah, sometimes 2-3 years. But this time, so these girls are not there, so it's not for life. But there's a bunch of graduated members, including Rena. So I think for SKE, she's the only graduated member and the only member other than Julina. But then you have, I don't know, you have Mayuyu, Paruru, Miyuki, Takamina, Kojiharu, Kawae, Rina, a bunch of girls who have been sometimes graduated for like 3 years. Rena is 3 years actually. Yeah.
The more surprising one is actually Milky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're trouble with
company-wise.
Yoshimoto, not with Kyoraku directly. But,
No.
But so yeah, so we're gonna get some
Yakuza
new
fight.
songs with
Yakuza fight.
Rena. That's nice.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
I went on oyamesana-official.com and there, if you scroll down, she has something called the Masana Nation Cup 3, which I tried clicking on it, but like you need to be like one of her fan club members and pay or whatever to view it.
It's Masa Nation.
Masa Nation, yeah, Masa Nation Cup 3. What is that? Is that her? It just says it's a fan club event in Yokohama.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, I don't know. It's a very funny site.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, fitting for the member, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with that we finish the news and we go to the theater roundup. Of course, we had 2 weeks full of stages and of course full of SKEncore stages.
Yay!
Yeah. But we also had 3 Seitan-Sais and I managed to watch at least 2 of them. Starting off was on the 17th, Yuzuki's Seitan-Sai. It was the first one with Team S, of course. And so for the first MC after Kopenhagen KBB, Chikako, Nojima, and Lu-chan were talking about their prefectures and what is good and what's bad about it. So Chikako said Osaka is, of course, everyone is super friendly and super funny, which caused somewhat. Yeah. Kumamoto has apparently the cute accent, and well, Nojima was like, yeah, Aichi has, of course, SKE. That's the best point about Aichi. And then, well, they added later they have nice food too. For the really bigger MC, the first half was Yuzuko quiz, because she was there too, of course. So she asked first how much she has grown since she entered, which is 10 centimeters. And of course they had to compare to Juna-chan, who has grown 0 centimeters since she entered.
Yeah, Izulin too.
Yeah.
Marina 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's too old and don't think she's going to grow anymore.
Yeah, same for Juna. So, yeah, they always stay this way. Next we had the question what dog she owns, and the answer is a toy poodle. And last question was what's her second favorite sushi topping, which apparently is ebi. And for the
otherwise known as shrimp.
Yep.
And that Japanese specialist.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, for the second half, they were talking about, because Yuzuki's catchphrase is something like that my smile reaches out to you and so on. So they asked what kind of wishes they have to send out, either to members or to someone else. So first Archan asked Mio to say something super S. So she was like saying something like get on your knees or so. And of course the members went crazy. And then Martin asked her to do a love confession, but with Ikemen voice. So Miu had to do this as well. And again, Achan and Pyosu went crazy about it. And then Ami asked that she would like her teeth replaced as soon as possible, like all the men. Then it turned out that she actually has already lost more teeth than Ayuka. Who, like, Ami has 10 and Ayuka has only 8 fresh teeth. So I didn't even know Ayuka was still losing them.
Wait. At what age are you supposed to lose all your teeth?
I have no idea. It's been so long.
I thought you were done losing teeth at 10 years old.
Yeah.
Ami-chan's like, what, 13 and she's still losing teeth?
Yeah.
And Ayuka's like, what, 15? She's not
14.
done?
She's 14. Well, Ami-chan said the front teeth are replaced already, but in the back she has still a lot of...
Okay.
And,
You should have Yukina on the show to ask her.
Yeah, please.
And yeah, Luchan asked Marin to say something in Kumamoto Band because Marin's place is Fukuoka and it's close to Kumamoto, so she wanted to say something like this. Yeah, so the Seidan itself, the letter was written by Narupi, which was really surprising because it was really, really good one. Like I thought it was Pyosu or so who had written it from the contents. Pyosu read it also, and yeah, she talked in the letter about that she doesn't want Yuzuki to be satisfied with the current position and do not think that the promotion is like the best reward you can get, because you should always consider this as the minimum reward and work harder and harder and harder. And she mentioned how proud she is that Yuzuki also even came to the theater when there were stages where she didn't appear, but just to practice with the other members. And when there was catering, she was saying, no, I'm not appearing today, so I can't eat. So the members tried to force her, and she was just eating a bit of rice. As for her speech, she was just talking about that she wants to stand out more in SKE and in Team S, and of course, everyone was saying, increase distance at handshakes, get more fans to see her. And yeah, it was a really nice Seidan. I actually skipped through all these songs because I didn't have much time, but anyway. Next on 22nd, we had Honono's Seidan, actually on the same day where her birthday is, so perfect timing. That's like my annual Team E stage I watch, because usually I can't be bothered, but for Honono I have to watch. It's no other way.
You have a very twisted sense of logic, but go ahead.
We already figured this out long ago, right? So first they had questions for Honono, and Yukatan wanted to know what Honono was thinking about her at the beginning. So apparently she thought Yukatan was really annoying. And yeah. You don't think Yukatan is, or you think Yukatan is still annoying?
Watch what you're going to say.
Danger.
I think we'll mix the two up.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, Kuma wants to know what Mikan means to Honono, and yeah, apparently it's currently just a fruit. Nothing super special, even though she won't change her catchphrase. She said, no, not going to change that. And Naki wanted to know which member group she wants to enter, like the, for example, the Sugi children or whatever. So she wants to enter the Sudakai, which apparently is just for business, because she said, yeah, Dasu is popular, so I gotta enter this group to get more popular. And then Yukatan got a bit angry because she said, no, you can only enter this if you really love Dasu, so otherwise you have no right to enter this group. I guess she's like any other otaku in this play.
Who's in that, by the way?
Nono-chan and Yukatan.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was wondering who else than Yukatan was in.
Yeah. For the second MC, Honono could decide what they want to do, and she said, yeah, praise me and say what you like about me. And So apparently she has a smile which she only shows to Yucatan, and now we all can see it because Yucatan uploaded the video on Twitter. Maya said that when she had I guess, I don't know who that was, maybe Nick knows. Anyway, Honono sent her lots of pictures of that member, and she was super happy about this. Shi-chan said that she was happy that Honono watched her showroom even before the draft started. And Naki really likes when she says Honowa whenever she starts a sentence. So they ask Honono to continue it until she's 30. Yeah. Oh, and Kao mentioned that Honono is becoming really, really beautiful recently. I expected that reaction. Anyways, in the next MC they had like stories about Honono, and I guess first Ochan said that Honono was doing all the meat when they went to Yakiniku after the Eye Festival for the whole table we're sitting on, and Ami said that when they go to amusement parks, she's always super excited, like the typical 15-year-old, I guess. And then I guess the story which surprised everyone and even the members quite a lot was when Honono and Marina, Kochan, Ayuka, Nakano Airi, and Ami-chan went to eat something. They didn't say what. They were preparing to split the bill, but they noticed that Honono already went and paid for all of them, like a good senpai would do, I guess. So yeah, they always surprised like that she would do something like this. And then Hatagon mentioned, when I went to eat ramen with her, we didn't split. We split the bill. She didn't pay for me, and of course, Leo and I had to point out that in this case, Hatagon is the older one, should pay. But Narupi was appearing as emergency under in this stage. So I guess we're back to this pattern, and Honono, of course, sent her a video from the choreo for the stage. I mean, she even performed the Team E song, which I guess she should never have done before. And so that's the stuff they talked about. The letter was read and written by Ami-chan, and she was just talking about how much or how close they have become, and that she wants to be a good senpai just like Honono and so on. And in the speech, of course, as every year, she didn't want to talk alone in front, so she tried to get Leona to stand next to her, because she still really, really hates to stand in the spotlight or alone in the center. But she said that she's really sad when her lane is empty at handshake events and she sees the crowd lanes next to her. So
yeah, and she has to fish the people in the second lane, and then you have to go see her into shot and have a pretty embarrassing two shot with her. Yeah, I know that.
For me, I really, really wish I could go more, because it's always really, really nice to go.
But she's always next to Dan-chan, so yeah, that's
yeah. And I always go to see her when I go to a handshake event, but I really wish I could go more, because she deserves to have more people seeing her. And seeing her standing on stage and cry is anyway the worst. After Ryoha's crying, the worst thing to look at, in my opinion. But yeah, she mentioned she's still really unsure about being in Team E, but wants to work hard on this. And until next year, she'll practice to speak more than 7 minutes, or at least 7 minutes, since this year again it was like 30 seconds or so. And again, a really nice hit inside, and for once, a nice TV stage.
For once, come on.
Well, I didn't see the others.
Oh, come on! Look! Yeah, stop that shit! Stop that.
Wonderful.
By the way, Chris, how do you take notes when looking at the stage? How are you able to remember all this?
Yeah, I watched it once, and then I watched the MCs again and took notes.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was wondering if you just came into just like, okay, here, this is what happened.
Yeah, of course. No, I wrote it. It's actually in our document. But,
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, next we had another Station Girls, and Nonogaki Seitansai, which I didn't watch. Too busy.
But I didn't watch it, but I read the Matome thread on, and the related tweets, the important stuff. So I don't know what happened during the MCs and all that, but I do know what happened at the end. So we'll tell you about that. So it was no chance.
What happened at the end? What happened at the end?
Wait. So it was no chance Seitansai. She turned 19. And anyway, so her letter was written by Yukina, actually. And Kaho read it to her.
Mm-hmm.
So Yukina, and Kaho was crying a lot when reading it. So Yukina was saying, apparently it's a short letter, there wasn't much about it, but Yukina just said how they got along when they met each other. And Yukina felt that they had the same mental age and they had good chemistry together. So that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. If you've seen them together on showroom, you will definitely agree.
Yeah, when they did the showroom with Ami-chan and Yuzupo, they were just you couldn't see the age difference really.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, but anyway, that was all I could find about the letter. So maybe it was longer, but it seems very short. So she said. So anyway, Nono-chan said that looking at the past year, she has no regrets, but she's not satisfied with what she's done. So she has 2 handshake slots now, up from 1 that you start with, which is good, but she's angry. Well, not angry. She's frustrated that she can't sell them out. So this goes on every member we've had, every recent since Seitansai, they all say the same thing that, we want more handshakes. We want more, we want to sell out. We want to do this. We want to do that. So you can really see how important that is now in SK to get promoted and to have more chances. So anyway, she got promoted this year, right? Into Team E. So when it happened, she told everyone, I don't want to get buried and lost kind of in Team E. But she feels that that's exactly been the case, that, she's completely unnoticeable in Team E. She says she doesn't feel like she has any personality or individuality within the team.
Yeah.
And that her age puts her in kind of a weird place. She's not a new member that fans can get excited about. She's 19. It's kind of weird. And she doesn't talk to her. She really is not able to talk to the older members, to her senpais, because she's shy. So anyway, so her goal next year, she wants to do something remarkable or noticeable for her team. I don't know what. She didn't really say. Anyway, she's happy to have made. So she made the showroom senbatsu for the 2nd straight year. So she's always been big about showroom. Since I think she streams every day. Anyway, she thanked all the fans, not only her Oshis, but everyone else who kind of helps her with all the little things, the showroom senbatsu stuff, and always.
And the passion for you.
Passion for you. Yeah, exactly. So she thanked them for the Passion for You event that her and Marin won for Musubi no Ichiban. And again at the end, she asked people to come to her handshakes. So she said first handshake wise, I was so shy, and I don't think she was able to say was thank you, and that was all. And she's just not able to really talk at the beginning, but now she's kind of been able to talk to people as they've been coming to handshakes, and she says that she's finally able to have fun now at handshakes. So,
well, that's nice. Yeah. Okay. On the next day, we also had another Team S stage, which I didn't watch yet, but it looks like a really fun stage because we have Hatagon, Narupi, Ami-chan, and the guy as under. and okay. But it looks like we're back to all these cross-team scramble shuffle stuff. It looks like the 6th generation had something going on because all of them were missing. Who knows what that's about? Maybe.
And I mean, with all those session girls going, it's still weird to me. I mean, there's not a lot of things happening now. So
what I kind of assume is that they're preparing. Maybe shooting the music videos already.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Team S went on to do something last week, and maybe we get a 6th generation song and music video. as coupling. That would at least explain why they weren't there.
But yeah, we've got like the return of Nalopi's Scramble expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think for that team S, I don't know if it was a Scramble. I think it was
No, this one was scattered. This one was bad. The previous two were scrambled.
Yeah, from E. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, learn a
Funny
new
to have
song.
that back.
Anyway. So yeah, she's really good at this. I mean, she even performed a completely new song at the Team E stage.
Does she live nearby or something?
Yeah, she has to.
Kind of sense. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
And maybe she has no hobbies, so she's always free and available.
But she's pretty young, so she should have
Should have school,
right?
Yeah.
I would think so. Well, you could be like Maya, who she had school, but she never studied. It depends on what kind of school you're at, because like Maya did like a e-school, like all-night school.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to do anything,
Talking about Maya, it was very funny. I watched shit. Oh, I have a blank on Kohaku set inside this week, and pretty much Maya said she was one of the Maya is probably staying the night very often at members.
Yeah, she is.
And
she is,
recently Kohaku is another one of the members. She's going to stay at the house.
Always at Kohaku. Yeah, I know. Recently, it's really, really, really bad.
Yeah. Okay. With that, we finish the TV and Media Roundup and go to the TV and Media. We finished the theater. So
two episodes of Musubi. So the first one, we saw the preview last time. So yeah, it was don't know how the name of this archery tag, I think.
Yeah,
that's the name.
Yeah.
So we have Maya.
I love the. Go ahead. Sorry.
Maya, Izulin, Kano-chan, and Sally. Go ahead.
No. Like the next episode, when I just found it funny that what you wrote. Okay, sorry.
Okay, yeah. First thing first.
Yeah. Let's just focus on the good one, not the one after that. So that's funny because I've seen on I think it was Imosu, the one with Stu. They played again pretty similar to that. So actually they took archery and made it like team competition.
Yeah, it's like dodgeball in some way.
Yeah. That on the Imosu they actually did that with how do you say that? Like ice ball fight.
Okay. Yeah.
So pretty much you're on each side and you have to shoot your enemies, and you've got like some things to hide behind. So yeah, they went to a gym with a team. The trainer had a great t-shirt. Like it said, like shoot your friends or something.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. So first we've got some like basic archery training. So it's funny because looking at the lineup, pretty much Sugarawa, like Maya and Izulin, pretty much like sport type. We've got Kendo-chan, of course. She's there each time to like pretty much be the one who sucks at everything. Yeah. And then you had Sally. Like it's like so weird to have her like on an episode like that. Like
they just want to shoot at her.
So yeah, every time she's there, like Yoshimura is pretty much like bashing her and stuff. So when they had to train, they used her photo book as a target. So that was good. And then so they played like the team versus the SK girls plus Yoshimura, plus they actually used the guy from the opposite team. So that's funny because pretty much Yoshimura was calling him the Auro Fifth, because pretty much you're shooting at each other, but like the biggest thing is at time you have no ammo left, So you have to pretty much go ahead and pick some arrows. So yeah, pretty much the better one were Isolin. Isolin was like pretty good with the bow. As expected. And Maya was super good too. Like pretty much I think like the focus was on Isolin, but like Maya was super good.
Yeah.
Actually she was the last surviving members for the last battle. So it's funny because pretty much the last battle they were actually winning. Like at the time they had like 3 members just just one enemies, and pretty much you could revive one of your teammates, like shooting a target, and like when the kid shot the target to revive a teammate, actually everything fell, so she revived like 3 teammates at one time, and so yeah, they lost.
When you said 3 members versus 1 enemy, I thought you were talking about 3 members versus the photo book.
The enemy, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but Sally was just there like for Yoshimura to bash her. Like, he didn't do like pretty much anything skill-wise with the.
It was nice that Yoshimura also got a headshot.
Oh yeah, he got headshotted. Yeah.
I think he and Kano-chan, right?
Yeah, Kano-chan too.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
So that's like great episode, and like that's funny because every time I say it's not enough to just have one episode, and you can really see that because like on the kind of the preview during the CM, they showed that actually they did the battle like with the SKE members, and we didn't even see that like on the show. It was cut.
I want to see members versus members. It's a pity they put it out.
Yeah, when you have like a good thing, like just do two episodes.
Yeah.
Just replace the next episode with a second episode of Archery Tag, please.
Yes.
Well, no. Look, we couldn't have 2 episodes. We had to have this lovely episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So second episode. So pretty much like first you have the lineup. So Miyomaru, okay, good.
Nah.
And then Lanlan, and then Kaotan, and then Mikoti. So I'm like, ooh, no. Just no. So pretty much like the lineup is pretty weird. Like, why do you have like Mio with like those members? It looks pretty random. And that's funny because like in the episode 2, like she was pretty much they were like doing like at one time like Yoshimura did the dirty joke, for example, and because like you have like adult members and then Miyomaru, and you're not very sure like how old she is really. Like she's 15 or not even 15.
Yeah,
she's 14,
she's 15,
no?
I think. I think she's 15.
I don't know. I don't care.
That Miyomaru hater. Come on.
Miyomaru Oshi's in here.
First, he doesn't like Team E, and then Miyomaru. What's that?
Oh, he is not bad.
What's up with that?
Look, we know that his taste is like the absolute worst.
Doesn't like funny girls and pretty girls.
We need some
diversity
in here.
So yeah, so pretty much the episode was just like a PR for a restaurant. So pretty much, look how good it is, how good it looks. And pretty much, if you're going to do like that, don't use like tonkatsu, because like I think about tonkatsu like every day and I can't eat it, so I don't want to see it like on variety show. It's pretty much killing me. So just
you
PR.
You don't like in Aika Bingo the tonkatsu of Ayaka?
No.
Oh, don't I don't think about that because it's pissing me off. I want to scream, so I'm not going to think about that. So just triple PR, and then you had like some random like pretty much segments with Lan and Tokui-san.
This was good actually.
Yeah, it was fun. It was funny because that was so weird to have that like in the episodes. It's so weird.
A couple's date, and Like they put a locker on some bridge for the small locklets for lovers on bridges, and then they go have a date somewhere. It was, and she was like taking him by the arm and saying, "Oh, we're a couple now." And it was, I don't know, it was super weird.
Yeah, and pretty much like Lan when she's on Musubi, pretty much she's like on like sexy, like dirty joke, but every time, like just at the beginning of the episode, for example, they were like showing a Tonkansu, and like you could see like pretty much she was having like dirty thoughts, like, oh, it's so thick, it's so like Miyomaro like just looked at her like, oh, okay, and one member I don't even remember like which one, maybe Mikoti was like, just shut up, don't start with that, like pretty much she's just on Musubi to do dirty jokes.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much I don't even know like to say it's a bad episode, like it's pretty much not an episode for me, like lineup wise and film wise, but yeah, I wouldn't say like it was a terrible episode. It like there was a lot of really worse episode. So yeah, just not for me.
I'm already looking forward to end of November. That's another sport episode with II, and I think Izudin maybe was also there, or Kano-chan.
Yeah, I saw the announcement. Yeah, it's been like great lineup.
Yeah. Okay, next we had Ninja Nayo 2 weeks. Lots of good stuff this one. Narupi with Leona was funny. Yuzupo and Ego-chan, Yuki-chan and Narupi. Of course, II with Ruka was great. Chikako with Rannan. The second week was the best one, like mostly team S except for Ayomero. And she was against Isoline again, trying to get her to do the PR stuff for Ninja Nayo, which she was doing before.
Yeah.
Since Ryoha didn't care. And apparently Isoline doesn't care either, because I haven't seen anything on Twitter yet. But Kano and Pierce was great. Ayuka and Pierce, of course. Lots of good stuff there.
Ai and Luca was super good.
Yeah.
Because didn't even know like they were like close or anything, but yeah, like they do since they did the Ketsu revival together. So pretty much
Aya is always writing in the moment that she's spending lots of time with Luca whenever they meet.
Yeah, it's funny because during that revival she said like at first she wanted to be in K2. So like after that I think like some K2 members like pretty much are they like Ai. So and it was pretty much Ai messing with Luca, like, oh yeah, I like you, but like I like Yuki-chan. I like Yuki-chan better. So yeah, Luca.
Can you go and get Yuki-chan for me? And of course, Luca was annoyed, so she went outside and watched from the studio.
But yeah, like Luca was pretty much trying to draft Aya in K2. Like she was like, hey, why would you not go in K2 and stuff? So yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. So yeah, this one was really, really good. Sanja Nayo, we had just one, because yesterday apparently there wasn't any, which was Izuri, Rihanna, and Tadagon. I don't know if anyone watched it.
I remember watching it, but yeah. Nothing stood up. Really.
Yeah. And then Zero Poji.
Oh, you skipped the. Maybe we'll do that like after that, because the Zero Posi is going to be pretty quick.
Very quick.
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be like the last part of the D3 presentation, but apparently it's not, because we've seen some things on the previews we haven't seen yet, like the dancing, for example. So
it's so good that why would you want to stop the fun already?
Yeah, you have to do like 3 episodes on that, because that's so fucking good. So yeah, that part was Moe Selifu. So yeah, boring stuff. I mean, like, first thing, like, I'm not that into the D3 members. Pretty much, it's weird because I've seen like quite a few of their perf and stuff, but I don't know. They are not pretty much like, I really liked her, like Honoka, and then I don't have anything against them, but pretty much I don't know. It's not clicking. Don't know about you guys, but I don't really care about them.
I prefer the AKB D3 members.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, no, they really don't click for me either. I don't know what it is, because I actually, like, I always I'm always too late to kind of like I always let them graduate first, before I care about the newer members. But I actually have been following them, and yeah, I don't know why, I'm just really not into them. But hey, if you want to follow Honoka, you can follow her in her new group.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
But I'm following her Twitter at least. But
Okay.
Yeah, me too. But
I don't. Her hair is too short.
Oh,
Yeah.
her hair is horrible. Oh, it's so bad.
So you just say with Sheena. Sheena's great.
yeah, I guess. I mean, I like pretty much if I have to choose someone, like I prefer like Yu. And at least she's a good MC. I think she's like
That's
for a
true,
kid.
yeah.
For a kid, she's like super talkative. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can appreciate that. But
She's cute.
she's too lolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's way too lolly. Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. So yeah, we're going to have a third part for the different presentation. Yeah, so good. Looking forward to that. And so the second part of the episode was following Yukonian's marathon. So after she won the competition. So yeah, it's the same thing as the last time, as we talked about that. If there's no just watching someone run is, yeah, that's fantastic, but I do not care. It's boring.
Yeah.
It showed the good side of Yukonian, pretty much the hard worker, and she really pushed herself a lot for that marathon. So, but yeah, I already know Yukonian is like that. So, yeah, boring stuff. Just I like sports, but yeah, like running, no.
Okay, then we do the Bomber E or Asahi?
TV Asahi.
Asahi first.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we got finally the broadcast of the 3 lives at the TV Asahi Summer Festival. So where the teams performed separately.
Yeah,
Back in
actually,
August, I think.
I forgot about that because I saw that like on the tracker. So I was, what's that perf? So yeah, just got it.
I think it was the day before Mihama, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was what
spoke about this. So
what is this perf? Yeah, I remember because that's the perf like the public.
Yeah.
Pretty much we are too loud.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how I remember that.
So yeah, it was awesome to see. I mean, we talked about back then that the set list looks nice and so on. So it's a double, but yeah, I really liked watching it, and seeing this performance, especially Team S when they performed 9 songs in a row in apparently pretty hot weather.
And Liora died.
Yeah. I said she hasn't any memory after 3 songs or so.
Yeah, because pretty much like for the last song, I think she was near like hyperventilating, pretty much. And you can see at the end they did an interview with the whole team, and Liora wasn't there for the interview, so I think she was pretty much Yeah, she also was crying a bit in between because Jirina wasn't there and they performing Ogo Diamond, so she was kind of sad about this. But yeah, that's this kind of performance you can't put any Keyakizaka member in because they would just die. One of the good things...
Actually, they were 5 minutes from Keyakizaka, by the way. 5 minutes walk from Keyakizaka.
Oh.
One of the good things with this performance, because pretty much there's no unit either. But actually, the costumes were very good. So at least what was
the Team S costumes.
Yeah, pretty much every teams, because I remember like for Team E, there's some costume I was like, what the costume is that? Because I didn't know them. I agree.
I don't know for this I think the Team S looks pretty good, but the Team K2 it was kind of a cute fluffy, I don't know, bubbly, colorful, whatever. And when they do Kizashi with this costume, it was so weird. And I don't know, like Saishu Belganaru or whatever. Like on so many songs, it didn't fit at all. And then I think the Timmy costume was just awful actually. Just some random shorts of color with the white T-shirt. I don't know. It's not even a costume. Like in the beginning, they started with the happy, I think.
Yeah.
Which looked really good, and then after like 2 songs, they removed them, and like what? What's that?
Yeah.
Well,
I have to admit, I haven't watched
liked
it
it.
yet because I had.
Because I got to see Maya's shoulder and armpit.
Oh. Again.
No, but I tried to watch. It's for 3 hours. I think I skipped it in 30 minutes because the problem with this kind of performance is that it's just a bunch of 2 minutes, 2.5 minute songs, one after the other. So each team was doing like, I don't know, 15 songs at least. It's always the same members, the same costume, so they don't change. So except Timmy, who did the first 2 songs with the costume that then they removed, like the other teams didn't change the costumes at all. There's not really any MC in the middle, which actually may be a good thing. But you don't have units or anything, or even I don't know, like half team songs or something that allows you to see a bit more of some of the girls. It was very, very generic, I want to say.
Yeah, clearly. And one thing I didn't like that they didn't change the centers for pretty much every song. Like Yoha was a center for every S song. I don't remember for K2. I guess it was maybe Yunana. I don't know. And for Team E, it was pretty much Des who centered the whole time. So yeah. I mean, if you're just going to do like team songs, at least like change the centers. Really, it doesn't.
I think
that difficult.
The idea is that since they are in Tokyo, doing it in an open area next to a mall, kind of, next to a tower where you have like 5 floors of shops and then 50 plus floors of office, and there's a lot of people walking around. Like there's many restaurants and all, so it's like not something for only fans. It's also for people who will stop there and actually you can watch from upstairs because the arena is down. It's on the street level on the back side of Roppongi Hills, but when you come from the front side, actually you're like, I don't know, 5 meters, maybe probably more than that above, and so you can stop there and look even from some intermediary floors. So anyone can. I used to walk often around there, and pretty often you see some performances, and you stop a while to watch. So then, like keeping the same girl center is a way of kind of imprinting the image of this team and this girl to people who are not necessarily fans. Will then watch, see them on music station and see Yunana centering a song or maybe for the next single. And I remember I saw her in. So I think that's maybe the reason why they didn't change so much.
Yeah, like it makes sense, but pretty much like for watching
for fans, it's not good at all.
Yeah.
By the way, the stupid little shirt that the Team E members were wearing, you can buy it at the SK Theater.
The only thing I remember from that perf was like every members posting something, like posting them drinking some Coca-Cola, because apparently they are doing some.
I think the event was kind of sponsored.
Yeah, it was sponsored by. Yeah.
Yeah, but each team did the same pose. So with I don't remember who was in the center for K2, but with Ryoha, Suda, and whoever for K2, like standing, and all the other girls
Maybe it
don't
was
wear, like
Truly,
you see on this
actually.
picture, and with the Coca-Cola behind. I think it was Truly for this pose. And yeah, that's the Coca-Cola moment. Because like on the rest of the perf, like you don't really pay attention, but like this really with the red light, okay, that's the sponsor time. Hein.
Brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Brando sponsor, not like your day. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then
yeah,
last
that
but not
was the
least, the
summer
Bombay-
festival, and then we have the autumn festival. So this one, it was I have no idea where it was actually, but it was 10 members for Bomber E. So they do things for this show pretty often. They were wearing
They're coming for you. You're done.
Goodbye, guys.
They were wearing the costumes that we saw last time, designed by that university student.
Yeah.
So there were 2 episodes last week and 2 weeks ago, on the 17th and 24th, I believe. And so each episode is like a bit of backstage MC. So basically, it's 4 songs, with some backstage MC in between. So in the first episode, they did what? Pretty sure they did Koyo Kataru Shijin. And then I have no idea. I don't remember actually. Where is the set list? I don't have the set list here.
Yeah, I'm looking too.
They did Muishiki no Hero for sure.
By the way, the student who was designing the costume was also watching, and was, I think, featured there too. So
the what? Sorry.
The student who was designing the costume was, I think, also shown in the broadcast for a second. And
yeah, they showed it in the first episode.
Yeah.
And so
have you found a set list? I haven't found one.
I haven't found actually. The titles were listed on the torrent on Idolu.
Okay.
But so the second episode, they started with Okamito Pride because the mascot of the show was a wolf.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny. Like in the beginning, like the wolf was not there, and you see them starting to do Okamito Pride, and like seeing 10 members do it, like in 5 pairs of two members. The center pair, I think, was Suda and Yunana. No, it was Oba and Sally. Suda and Yunana were on a later song. I think it was Oba and Sally. And but yeah, like it's the first time you see Okamito Pride with more than 2 members. So I was pretty surprised, and then you see the wolf mascot coming, and okay, well, that's why they did that. Then they did. So in between, in the backstage MCs, so actually the girls were playing Janken, with the winner has 30 seconds to appeal. So Truly actually did some appeal for the group rather than for herself. But then Ryoha just did an appeal for herself, showing her charm point, which was the color of her eyes. Then they did Oki Doki with Nao Center, I believe. Then they did Sentimental Train. First I hate the song, so I was like, why? It's an AKB song. Why are they doing this? And then I realized actually there's more SK members than AKB members probably in the original lineup, or at least as many. And yeah, actually, out of the 10 girls were there, 4 of the girls were original members, and so we're in the top 16 in the Senbatsu. since Suda, Sally, Oba, and now we're there. And then the last one was Aishite Lavelu. So we got some kiss between Minalone and Ego-chan. That was there. That was then everywhere on Twitter and Mobames. Now tried with Maya as well, but got rejected. Like you see Maya like dodging because she knows that now he's not there to pretend. She's really gonna go for it. So she like dodge at the last second. And yeah, that's it. Well, so that's the 4 songs for the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I watched only the first one because this sounded new. But so I know what I got to do after this. And yeah, with that, we are at the end of the podcast. This week we don't have a discussion because we're already talking long enough, I guess. But yeah, thank you everyone for listening and watching. And see you next time. Goodbye.
See you.
Bye. See you.